This segment brought to you by Leupold, America's Sport Optics Authority.
And the next day, my son-in-law goes up on actually 2 canyons over. And this is, I don't know, it's 4 or 5 miles. Late that day, they're kind of late coming out and this and that, so I'm hollering at the radio trying to find out where they're at, and they said they have a buck down. It's Candy's buck. It can't be the buck that, you know, that's too far away, and what's the odds? I mean, this is big country, big country. We get back to camp, and it is no doubt the same buck.
And it's a family camp, so I decided the next morning that I would stay in camp and babysit and have some fun with the kids, and Randy would go out alone.
So I'm also going to load up my gun, get her ready for tomorrow's hunt. These are hand loads I've loaded with the Barnes 150 grain triple shock. Incredible little bullets, 300 short mag. When you're doing this long range shooting and, you know, or fairly long range, I mean, anytime you need to be comfortable. Well, I wasn't necessarily comfortable, but I was definitely relaxed. And what you're gonna see next is the result of being too relaxed.
Buck season, Oregon backcountry. Just took a shot at a buck. He's 400 yards away, ranged him. I shoot that distance all the time. And by myself, back in here, I got a long pack. And as you can see, the scope got me. I can see myself in the camera, so I'm not really how bad it looks, but it feels bad. I got a goose egg, that's all I know. Had to lay in an awkward position to get the shot. It worked, but it also did its number on me.
Yeah, I put a pretty good sized knot on my head, kind of split my brow pretty good. Just totally relaxed, laying there at that position, and I didn't have my gun butt tucked in, and it just slipped over my shoulder and just flat laid me open.
I'm sitting here, right out there between, it's kind of an alleyway between the trees. You'll see a lone, short white snag. I know there's a lot of white ones out there, but what I'm talking about is busted off right in the, pretty much the center of the screen now. That's where he was standing, just to the right of that, between that little gap, broadside.
I get to look into the footage and I realize that that other buck that was with this one was still in that frame. So you can see that other buck standing there as he's trying to figure out what happened to his buddy that he was hanging out with. So to make matters worse, I hike on down to the bottom, crossing the drainage to go over and check out my buck. And what do I do but get to the creek, decide I'm gonna wash the blood off my face. And so I set the camera up to film my stupid self, clean my blood off my face. Evidently I got knocked plumb goofy because I didn't have the tripod set well. So as I'm filming myself cleaning the blood off my face, the tripod slips, the camera falls over into the creek, goes clear to the bottom, floats down the creek a little ways. So now I am really bad shape. I mean, yeah, I don't have a cameraman, and I don't even think I have a camera anymore. So after that, you do see a little footage as I walk up on the buck. It's not good because the camera is barely working, and then it quit completely. It was done. So now I bonked myself in the head, drowned my camera in the creek, and I got about a 2-mile hike out through the greasewood and deadfalls with a half a load of deer. But it was a great time. That's what you call fun. But you got to get the misery factor up, as I've said before, to really be having a good time.
So I'm not letting him go out by himself again, especially with this split open head. So I follow him out to help pack that buck out the next day. He had some ribbons hanging there, and we get it on our packs, and I am dreading the hike back out because now it's heavier and we got more weight, and it was miserable getting in. And we didn't go very far at all on our way out, and guess what we found? We come upon the nicest trail you've ever seen. It'd been blazed years before, and it was almost like a skid road. It was so wonderful. So I think everything happens for a reason. But it was another great day. I love going out and having all these experiences. Each one is usually pretty interesting.
Thanks again. We had a great time this week. Hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to stay tuned next week, and we'll see you again on Extreme Desire TV. Thank you so much. Check out the website. Like us on Facebook. Have a great week, and God bless.
Closed captioning provided by Cryptech Apparel, from the battlefield to the backcountry.
And that's all there was to it. This has a lot more meat than that at the bottom. I had to choose my words carefully.
That's it. Buck.
I'll give you a hug.
What's that, Sissy? Is that the camera? Can you say hi? She's looking at it like she's just meant to be on camera. Can you say hi?
Look at it, it's the camera.
Oh my gosh. Jackson.